In a field lies hope, anticipation, from the biggest races to the brightest stages.
Forbidden Trade with a gigantic upset.
Desperate man, there's no desperation in those strides.
It's Bulldog Hanover, the fastest mile in harness racing history.
For the glory, the pride, the payoff, enter the field. The Ontario Sire Stakes program, from Ontario farms to the world stage.
Winback Farm of Canada is home to 9 exceptional stallions, including Beach Glass, the last great son of legendary sire of sires, Some Beach Somewhere. Also new in 2024, Lawless Shadow, an O'Brien Award winner for 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Double millionaire betting line, sire of 5 winners of over $400,000. Mick Wicked, the richest pacing stallion in harness racing history, and Hall of Fame inductee. Trixton, sire of 6 who have earned over $500,000, including O'Brien Award winner Evident Beauty. Also standing Archangel, Better Than Cheddar, Better's Delight, and My MVP. For more information, winbackfarm.com.
Welcome to the new 5/8 mile track at Grand River Raceway. Today on Twos in Training, Trevor Henry joins us, who in his driving career this past season earned well over $4 million and actually has over the past 5 consecutive seasons. I'm Jaimi MacDonald, and today you're watching Twos in Training on HRU. Trevor Henry joins us now. And Trevor, thinking back on this past season, the 2023 racing season, is there any kind of horses that stand out to you or races in general that stood out to you?
I won the Confederation Cup. That was kind of fun. That was my second time winning it, and it was great.
And what about a bucket list race that maybe you haven't had the chance to win yet?
I've never won the Hambletonian. I've been in it a couple times, but that'd be the greatest race for me to win.
Now, does that give you a little bit more drive to kind of see if you have a horse that might fit?
Oh, for sure. I don't know whether any of mine would fit. You know, they're Ontario sired, and it's pretty tough for them. But yeah, I'd love to get one in it.
Maybe one that you're driving, night to night.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's, talk about your 2-year-olds before we get into them individually. Just as a group, how have they, gone through this winter? How have they developed physically or mentally?
They've been pretty good. They're a good bunch, better than I had last year. They seem a lot more intelligent and better gated, and they seem to be coming along fine.
And just as a group, how do you train? Do you have a plan or just kind of go week by week or month by month to see how each is going?
Kind of week by week, just see how each individual is maturing and how they're coming along with their gait. Kind of take our time. We don't get in a big rush.
And we're kind of getting to that time of year right now where the baby races are coming and they get passed along to be racehorses. So what is that communication like with your trainers and who you pass them along to?
Well, most mine I'll just keep myself. Like I say, I take it a little slower. I won't baby race them probably till the 3rd week of the baby races. Mine are always a little more behind than other horses because we train on a smaller track, and that's why this track here will help us because it's a 5/8 mile now, and it's a nice track.
It's definitely kind of slow and steady. It's such a long season for them.
Yeah, for sure. It's a long year. They got till the end of October, the finals, so a lot of things can happen from now till then.
So as you mentioned, we're at a 5/8 mile track, Grand River Raceway. How has the change been? You've been on it the last few weeks with your horses. Kind of tell us what it's like out there.
It's really nice. It's not banked as much as the older track was. The older track was more of a bank to it. This track here with the bigger turns, and it's a nice surface. They've changed the surface, and it's a really nice track.
It's kind of interesting surface-wise on tracks how that can affect racing or horses' feet even in general.
Yeah, for sure. The older track, they had a lot of trouble with it being too cuppy, and it was always loose, and then to get it too hard. They could never really seem to get it, where it was the way it should be. With this surface, I don't think they'll have a problem.
That's great to hear. Now let's get into some of your 2-year-olds here. The first one we're going to talk about is the Green Book, a homebred.
Yeah, she's a homebred. We bought the mare in full to Green Manalishi, and we raised this filly, and she's come along really well. I'm hoping on her. She's one of my better ones.
And how about Southwind Capone you bought from Lexington for $14,000?
Yeah, he was kind of a cheap one. I bought him because we used to have the mother. She was a nice mare, and he went cheap, and I thought I'd give him a try. I just kept him for myself, and I don't know whether he'll race this year, but he'll make a nice racehorse.
Any qualities that you see from the mom to the baby?
Not really. He's kind of smart, but he's small, and he's going to be later on in the year.
And how about a Lexus Legacy? This is a Trixton colt.
Yeah, he's a nice colt. He does everything right. His brother's Lexus Cody. He has a mark of 49 there, and I raced the filly Lexus Angel there. She's racing in the Sire Stakes this summer, and he's a nice colt as long as he keeps his head on.
Now this next one here, size-wise, definitely fits the name. Mega Generous. This Trixton colt you got for $25,000 out of London. Ontario sired, Ontario bred, a big horse.
Yeah, he's a real tall colt. He's kind of on the borderline. He hasn't shown signs like he's got sore or nothing, but he's so big. I don't know whether he'll make it this year, but he does everything right. He's okay.
Was he fairly large when you got him from London, or did he grow a lot this winter?
No, he was a big colt when I bought him, and I knew there was a chance he wouldn't race as a 2-year-old, which I don't really care, so he'll be all right.
And how about your Royal Life? This one you guys got from On Gate.
Yeah, Leo Fleming bought him off On Gate. He was raised in Ohio. He's all right. He's smaller, so he has a better chance of making it this year, but he should be all right. I don't know whether he's a gold horse, but he should make a grass rooter.
Thanks for joining us here, and good luck this season, especially with the stakes all coming up.
Thank you.
In a field lies hope, anticipation. From the biggest races to the brightest stages.
Forbidden Trade with a gigantic upset.
Desperate man. There's no desperation in those strides.
It's Bulldog Hanover, the fastest mile in harness racing history.
For the glory, the pride, the payoff, enter the field. The Ontario Sire Stakes program, from Ontario farms to the world stage.
Farm of Canada's home to 9 exceptional stallions, including Beach Glass, the last great son of legendary sire of sires, Some Beach Somewhere. Also new in 2024, Lawless Shadow, an O'Brien Award winner for 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Double millionaire betting line, sire of 5 winners of over $400,000. Mick Wicked, the richest pacing stallion in harness racing history, and Hall of Fame inductee. Trixton, sire of 6 who have earned over $500,000, including O'Brien Award winner Evident Beauty. Also standing Archangel, Better Than Cheddar, Better's Delight, and My MVP. For more information, winbackfarm.com.